Welcome back to episode 10 of Chambers Chatter. I'm Laura Chambers-Babelis.
And I'm Shay Chambers-Helms. Today we are so excited to introduce Larry Sheper, who's probably most well known for his impact of tennis in the community.
If you've ever driven by Boundary Street, you've definitely seen him.
Welcome, Larry. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for having me.
Wonderful. Well, okay. You kind of know the spiel. We're going to take you back to the roots and kind of get your story on your growth and childhood in Beaufort.
Yes. Okay. I'm a native of Beaufort, South Carolina here. Grew up playing tennis in the late 70s. Pretty much was an avid baseball player and basketball player, but I was given the opportunity to play tennis at a young age. And I realized it was an individual sport that you couldn't blame anybody on your mistakes. So I started to concentrate a lot on tennis, and therefore I was able to continue my playing in high school. And I got to a level there where I would be pretty good. Therefore, I went on to play college tennis in Louisiana at Grambling State University.
Oh, wow.
We were 3 times Southern Western Athletic Conference champions. From there, I continued on to the satellite tour, where I was ranked in doubles in the world, luckily.
Wow.
And after realizing that I wasn't, kind of being really successful, so I decided to come back home and get my certification in teaching tennis. From there, I worked with a few clubs here in Beaufort, like the Boys and Girls Club, a few of the high schools. And then I had an opportunity to move to Columbia, South Carolina, to be which would be my first head pro job at a facility called Greenview Park.
Okay.
And from there, I got a little experience with that. From there, I continued on to the collegiate level at Benedict College, men's and women's programs. And from there, I went on to Miami, Florida, to work at the International Tennis Academy for 5 years. And after my mother took ill, I decided to come back home and relive the dream here and give the kids the opportunity that I had.
Wow.
Yes.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids, 2 grandkids.
Did they play tennis?
All of them play tennis. My youngest daughter, Jada, she was 4-time state champion at Beaufort Academy. My oldest daughter, Kimberly, she was a 3-time lower state champion in Columbia, South Carolina. And my grandkids as well played at Beaufort Academy, the boys, and they were state champions as well.
Oh, my God.
So now the youngest grandson is at Montreat College in North Carolina, the hills in the mountains, and he's a rising freshman playing tennis.
Wow.
So tennis runs in the family.
Yeah.
Yes.
To say the least. How did you get started playing tennis again?
Well, actually, I would come out and watch my uncle, who was, if I'm telling the story right, given the opportunity by Mr. Ed Allen's grandfather to have an opportunity to play when they couldn't play on the course back then. And I guess that day was kind of like a signature day. And here I come a few years later, and I heard the story. And I guess me giving the opportunity to play in kind of like the water festival and things, it wasn't kind of heard of then. And I was just playing. I didn't know what was going on. So the opportunity was there. I took advantage of it, and the rest is history.
And you were 13?
13 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
That was a long time to play tennis.
Yes, it is.
And no injuries that you're saying?
No injuries. I got lucky. I've been in good shape. I try to eat healthy, stay in good shape. I don't just feed balls to the kids. I engage with them, and so they can really see how it is to actually, be engaged in a real tennis match.
I mean, if anyone drives on Boundary Street, they're going to see you on those courts. So
yes,
almost once a day.
Yeah, we have daily clinics from 9 to 10:30, 11 to 12, and 5 to 6. We have our free tennis kids program every Saturday of the year, and that's from 12 to 1:30, no charge. We provide the kids with snacks, rackets, balls, prize money, clothing, books, just things of that nature. And we also have a group on Sundays that come out that are a little better, that we are trying to get into college. So with that out of the day, get 2 days out of the week, no charge. That way the parents won't have to worry about the finances.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
What an incredible way to give back to the community. And I'm sure it's probably full most every weekend.
We average 25 to 30 kids every Saturday. We have some volunteers, and we are 501c. So that's pretty good too.
Do y'all cap it, or could the sign up, or can you go past that number?
We can go past the number as many as you want. Doesn't matter. We take all the kids. We never turn anyone down. Okay. That's about One Love Tennis, where everybody is somebody.
I love that.
What is your 501c3 called?
Sheperd Tennis and Learning Academy.
I love that. I love that.
Yes.
So going back to your childhood, what were some of your favorite memories growing up in Beaufort?
Favorite memories off the court? Walking downtown to the water festival.
Yeah.
When the parking lot was still Arch the Shells.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the Henry C. Chambers building, kind of looking around, just socializing with the people that played tennis that I knew. Meeting new people every year, because, it's always like a vacation for a lot of people coming into town. I would always go, why are they coming to Beaufort? But now I realize why. It's a beautiful place, but when you're young, you don't really think about it.
No, not at all.
So, and of course, and got a little older, the Gullah Festival, which was really nice. And just basically, hanging out downtown, hanging out on the tennis courts, playing baseball growing up with a lot of my friends who I see now. So it's amazing to come back and see how well they're doing and what am I still doing now on the tennis court. So
yeah.
Yes.
I bet that's really cool to see all that transformation and full circle too.
And yes, it is.
What are some of so we know that you do the 501c3. What else have you done in the tennis leadership within the community?
Well, we actually feed the homeless. We give food to, I guess, what's that called? Help.
Oh, wow.
Beaufort, yeah.
We cater to vets. We do special needs tennis, blind tennis.
Oh my gosh.
We kind of do it all. We don't just cater to just people that can play tennis, but people who want to play tennis who has never had an opportunity to play. So,
Wow.
And we try to just reach out to everyone. St. Helena Island. This year I have a camp in Barnville, St. George, Columbia. So we try to be well-rounded and, show our talents and what we can do for everyone.
That's amazing. So are these summer camps where you're traveling and doing these? Or
yes, it's kind of like an annual thing. Like I'll get back from Trinidad in June and I'll start my camps. The first one will probably be in Barnville. From there, I'll come back and do maybe one in St. George the next week. Then over here on St. Helena Island with the Marshview Community Center. Now I have the 1, 2, 3 steps kids, ages 0 to 5. So, just trying to get the kids at a very young level so, they can choose other than basketball and soccer.
Yeah.
And football.
It's got to be entertaining at that age.
Tennis, you can play a lifetime.
That's so true.
I'm old. I play every day.
I know. So, and you still competitively play?
Yes. I'll be headed to Orlando in July for the American Tennis Association National Clay Court Championships. Started playing that in 2012. That was founded in 1916, where things were a little different. The opportunity wasn't there, so they founded that group, and it's still up and running to this day. I started back playing it in 2012, and I have currently 28 national clay court titles.
Oh my
wow.
goodness, that's a lot.
Wow.
And it gave me an opportunity to travel to Mexico City, I think maybe a year ago, where I was playing with the top 60-year-olds in the world, and I made it to the finals in doubles and lost in the semifinals in singles. So like I said, the opportunity when I was little, gave me opportunity now. Without that, I couldn't have done what did up there in Mexico City. So that made me feel real good to bring that title back home.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's something to be really
It
proud
gave
of.
me a chance to travel. Because without tennis, I probably wouldn't have been traveling like that, you know.
The full experience.
And what are the rings on your fingers?
The rings are, currently a coach at Beaufort Academy. I've been there, I think, 13 years. And I do have 3 on, but we do have 7.
7
will be a lot to
7
wear.
state championships, yeah.
7 state championships out of the 13 years you've been there.
Yes, ma'am.
That's incredible.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah, that is incredible.
We want to take a quick break to thank our sponsor, Watkins Mechanical.
Hey y'all, it's Josh with Watkins Mechanical. Warm weather is finally here and your system is working hard to keep you cool. Here are 3 quick tips to help. 1. Replace your air filters monthly. Restrictions cause your system to work harder and reduce your air quality. 2. Keep your outdoor unit clean. Remove any leaves, debris, or dirt for proper airflow. 3. Set your thermostat at a constant temperature. Programmable thermostats improve efficiency and help save you money. For quality service and lasting results, call Watkins Mechanical, trusted in the Lowcountry for over 25 years. Brian, whatever it takes.
I want to go back to your 501c. You kept saying we. Do you have a group of people that help you with it?
Yes, I have a group of volunteers. We have a little board, and they help me every Saturday.
Okay.
They help me with our annual events. Last year, we had our first Sheperd's Tennis Out of School tournament. We had 84 participants from all over: Charlotte, Jacksonville, Atlanta, Macon.
And it was here in Beaufort.
Right here in Beaufort at the downtown city courts.
Cool. What was
So-
the age group of that?
The age groups were 10 to 18 years old, and we had food provided by Bricks. This year, we're planning on to have it again. Food provided by Bricks, as well as our ice cream truck that comes around every Saturday and Sunday for the kids. And we kind of take care of that. Well, I take care of that too. You know, a lot of people helped me growing up. I can't forget. So it's in my heart to help all the kids every Saturday. Yes, all the time.
And you said that you guys do a lot of donations to help with Beaufort and stuff. Like someone like us, could we come in and help volunteer with that? Or could
Oh, yeah, so we take canned goods. Even if you want to just spend a little time and come out and say, hey, I'm going to come this Saturday and donate my time on court with the kids, or I want to bring some canned goods and I still want to hang around.
you
we'd
probably
love
don't
to
want my
have you.
time on the court. It probably wouldn't be much help.
But just your presence there would be really good for us.
The amount that you're giving back, the opportunities that you're giving is so remarkable. Are you helping all ages?
All ages. We start them from 2 years old and up.
2 years
And my
old.
oldest client was 93. He passed away, I think, about a month ago. I would pick him up in the wheelchair, and we would come out to the courts, do a little tennis. If it would rain, I'd go to the nursing home and, pull him out of his room in the hallway. We set up some chairs, play a little tennis,
Oh my gosh.
That's incredible, Larry.
So it made me feel good,
Yeah.
That's incredible.
giving back. And his family wasn't living here, so he considered me his son, so I would go by.
Oh.
A few years ago, he wasn't in that wheelchair. He would play all the little kids. And he would pay them. You win, I win, I'm still going to pay you. And he would pay them money
Oh, how fun
just for the
them.
time on the court. Yeah.
That's so much fun.
So I think they're going to have a memorial for Bill Patton.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard the last name. But his son is a very famous actor, I do believe. I'm not sure of the movie he's playing in or the movies he's played in, but
What's his son's name?
William? Yes. Yes, Mr. Patton.
Mr. Patton, there we go. Oh,
Yeah,
fascinating.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to make that too. I miss him. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And are your kids back in Beaufort? Do they help you at all?
My grandson will be calling me in a few minutes. He said, Granddad, I need you to pick me up.
Oh.
5 hours away.
Oh my gosh.
My daughter's a senior at Winthrop. She went to play tennis there, but the pandemic hit. She never got a chance to enter the program. She's working in a law firm full time. When she does come, she'll come out and she'll hit about 30 balls and say, Daddy, that's enough. And everybody go, wow, she's so good. I said, well, she's happy what she's doing.
Did your parents play tennis?
My parents didn't play at all. My mother I live like a block away from the tennis court, so
Okay.
my mom could look out the window and see me playing tennis. And she would never come. She would say, "Oh, it's so hot." And one water festival, she came down. My uncle, who started me tennis, said, "You need to go see him play." So she came down. She was like, "Wow, you pretty good." And it was 10 minutes. She said, "I'm going home." And so she would always look out through the window. And, I would go home. I wouldn't say much. She just looked. And she said, "Well, good playing today." It took one time. We had a red chair in my house. And I'm sorry. And I would come in from my high school matches. So this particular day I came in, I didn't play so well. I lost. So I'm kind of pouting around. I'm in the 9th grade now. And she looked at me. She said, "What's wrong with you?" She didn't say, ask me if I won or lost. She knew. She said, "Well, sit in that red chair. The world don't spin around you on the axle for you. You can't win all the time. You need to sit your behind right there." And ever since that day, I would come home and I just look. She would say, "She's good match today." I said, "Thank you." And when I did lose, she'd say, "Good match today." I said, "Well, I didn't really play as well as I wanted. It's the way you play the game. It's not if you win or lose." I said, "Okay."
Oh, that is true.
Oh, that was
beautiful.
That's remarkable. Oh my goodness.
And I remember winning my first water festival, which was 1979, and my uncle paid me $100.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
in front of everybody.
that was a lot of money.
Yeah, back then that was a lot of
And
money.
he's a successful barber on Charles Street, Singleton's Barbershop.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Towards the Boundary Street side
Yeah.
of Charles, right? Okay.
He took me to my first professional tennis match in 1976, and Rod Laver played Arthur Ashe.
Wow. Where did y'all travel to?
Hilton Head.
Hilton Head. Nice.
And then as time passed, Arthur Ashe came to Beaufort on the island at Penn Center in 1983. And I got a chance to speak with him in reference to tennis. And that's kind of why I'm teaching tennis now. He said, "Well, young man, what do you want to be?" I said, "I want to be the best tennis player in the world." And he said, "Well, do you have a good ranking right now?" I said, "Not really, not right now, sir." He said, "Well, don't ever forget the kids around here." So I was like, oh, he's telling me I might not
Yeah.
be as good as I want to be, but I can be good enough to teach everybody around here. So I started doing that. And then a few years later, I was playing my first nationals in 1985 in Washington, D.C., and Althea Gibson walked up to me. And I was like stunned. She was like, "Huh, I heard you from South Carolina down in Beaufort." I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." She said, "Well, I'm from Silver." I said, "Well, I think that's Clarendon County." She smiled. She said, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, it is." She said, "Well, once you get through competing, don't ever forget the kids."
Sounds like a calling for
Second time
you.
again. So, like I said, I came back home after the satellite, and my mom said, "Well, what you gonna do?" I said, "I think I'm gonna go over here to Vandermeer and get my certification." And that's when it all started.
The
And
signs
that's
were just pointing
tennis.
you.
Yes.
What was your favorite memory from tennis? Was it one of those two, or?
Probably winning the first Warrior Festival.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah. And playing in college,
Yeah.
playing baseball my last year, which was, I think I might have been 15, and I would carry my racket around all the time. And the baseball coach worked at the bus station, to make a long story short. He said, "Why are you still carrying that racket around?" I said, "Well, I play a little tennis." He said, You're not going to be any good at that. You got to be 2. And you got to be, how do you put it? You got to be a different race. I was like, "Oh, okay."
What?
I said, "Okay." And something hit me that day. I went home with put my baseball suit in the bag, got on my bike, and my mom saw me. She said, "What you doing? You turning your baseball suit in?" I said, "Yep. This is it. No more baseball." Took it back to him. I said, "Here you go. I'm a tennis player now.
Oh,
I was about to get on the bus to go to college 4 years later. And I think I just signed my tennis scholarship, and the articles in the newspaper. I got on that bus and I said, oh, I got to do one thing. And I ran back in. I said, here you go, babe. He said, I'll be damned. I said, yeah, you told me I couldn't. And then every year I would come home on the bus in summertime. He said, how'd you do? I said, well, here's this Jet magazine. He's like, you in the Jet too? I said, wow, I'm lucky. I said, you made me do it. And then I started winning all my water festivals, and I would just go by kind of like, how you doing, man? He said, boy, you something else. So I did end up winning 20 water festivals.
wow.
Do you still blame them today?
They don't have that anymore.
They
stopped,
don't?
Yeah, they stopped that back in the day.
Oh, did not know that.
So,
Maybe this is the sign it
yes.
needs to come back.
So it feels real good to be home teaching tennis, doing something I love, and giving back to the community.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's beautiful.
I love that. For anyone who wants to get involved either in just starting to play tennis or helping out with your 501c3, how can they reach out?
Sheperd Tennis Academy.
Okay.
Okay.
843-441-2935.
There we go.
One Love Tennis, where everybody is somebody.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
I love that. Oh, thank you, Larry.
Thank
This
you,
was
ladies, for
super
having me. It's been an
special.
honor.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What a cool story.